deserts of Miraz, trying to find pieces to the Jackal Prince and to put him back to slumber, as it were. Last we left our intrepid adventurers, they went to a Bloodrock cave where there were rumors of some way to actually cure the curse, though through various through several means of pacifying the two tribes that wouldn't allow any to enter, and seeing the so-called Great Scarab himself, you all found that these were falsehoods and called them out on their bluff, and a three-way fight ensued, seemingly between a charlatan of sorts and a golem, between some kind of priesthood. Currently, most of them are being entangled, except for the golem, and the golem still has glitter dust in his eye, and something had fallen from the golem. And we are still technically in initiative, so Len, what would you like to do?
Well, I believe we'd already looted them, so...
Oh, well... Wasn't the item on the golem, though? Because I totally... For some crazy reason thought it was...
It has not been inspected yet. But it was basically a very large, cloth that landed on the ground and glowed with a kind of greenish tint.
Do you see it over there?
I don't know. Do I see it over there?
The cloth, or... Yes, you all can see the cloth.
The cloth that we're after?
Could I make I don't know, would it be perception or religious check? Because David doesn't remember the item in particular, so...
Religion for this one.
Okay. Let me double check my skill. 29.
All right. In preparation for all this, you did some digging in old lore and the like in the city of Kriiko. And the shroud and the shawl of some sorts seems to match the description. Let me make sure of this first before I say anything. Yes, the shawl seems to resemble something that imprisoned the Rat Princess of Plague from all that time ago. It was said that when the heralds first came to the Miraz Desert and began their carnage all those aeon ago, after they were defeated, there's rumor that they were sealed away into prisons of some sorts. No one knows specifically what it was. There were back and forths of what it could have been. But one discussion was of perhaps they were imprisoned within items. One such thing was the shroud the claimed called the Shroud of Flies.
Okay. Well, I think the shroud, Shroud of Flies is probably what we're looking for. It might also, and we need to keep this in mind for the chalice as well, since it seems to be the same thing, might contain a spirit. I'll go and retrieve the shawl.
Let's see. Because this is a special thing. Wow, okay. Okay, cool. As you touch the shawl, for a moment you feel sickened, as if your 5 different diseases hit you at once, and you could swear you heard a voice, but then nothing. The feeling and the voice pass without too much time.
Oh, that wasn't entirely pleasant. I'm not sure how this can cure anything, but I'll keep it. Well, okay. What we do? What we need to do then is.
Now, are you just like holding it, or gonna put it away or anything?
Okay. Actually, despite the that it is, what I'll do is inspect it for any emblems, writing, anything that maybe might indicate what it's if it's tied to something else.
Mm-hmm. Crystal baubles that resemble insect wings line the edge of this luxurious but fraying cloak. You can tell it was some kind of magical cloak before once, but now, as you are summarizing, it is holding something. It has twisted the magic within to a different purpose.
Okay, so it's a bit cursed there. Gotcha.
Without making a spellcraft check, you're not sure what it does.
It's up
Spellcraft, you say?
Yeah, it's not the best that I'm at. So I'll look over towards the land. There's some sort of spell properties on this that I can't quite make out.
Well, give me a minute.
I mean,
I have to look at my new spellcraft because it just changed mid-level up here.
This is true. And while you're discussing this, everyone's like, because they're still very much all still alive, but entangled. And the golem.
Probably should put these guys to sleep.
I don't know how to do that.
I'm not sure to do that either.
natural 18.
Mm.
19, so 37.
How long is that?
Yeah, hot damn. Okay. You inspect the cloak. Are you touching or anything like that? Just curious. Just for.
He's got gloves on, but he's probably is handling it while he's examining it.
Mm-hmm. As you're handling it, you also have the momentary sickness, but that also passes as well. As you're looking into it, you're like looking at its properties. Specifically, this used to be a cloak of displacement. However, as said, because there is a spirit trap, you can intrinsically tell there is a trapped spirit within it. It has warped and twisted it. Now it offers false hope rather than security. It grants the wearer a +2 profane bonus to Constitution and a +4 bonus resistance to reflex and wills, but imposes a -6 fortitude against disease. Three times per day, you can the person who actually wears the shawl can brush another creature with the shawl to remove any lingering effects caused by disease, potion, or curse, as per break enchantment, remove curse, or remove disease. They are not eliminated and return immediately with all accrued penalties after 24 hours.
So it suppresses things. Okay.
Any creature embraced in this way must immediately succeed a DC 18 Fortitude save or be infected with one of the following diseases: blindness, cackle fever, devil chills, or leprosy. You can also tell that should anyone who is wielding the the shawl tries to do any healing of any sort, magical or otherwise, their patient must succeed the Fortitude save or become infected. So yes, you get all that. You can tell this is a lot of bad news. Plague, 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 plague. That's all you're getting.
I will keep you relay that.
Okay. So, no wonder it's so unappealing. So, okay. Do we have this, part now? Okay. So, we have the chalice, we have the robe. From what I come from, you were saying it can essentially either cause or suppress diseases.
Mm-hmm.
It can, yes, it can do a little bit of both.
Okay. If I remember correctly, the guy to the lower right of the golem, it was
Blue or red?
Blue.
Yes. He is currently being held, like as an held person, because I believe you did that, Len.
Yeah.
He probably did. What I'm trying to remember though is if he's the Grand Priest or
No, he seems to be the charlatan. The Grand Priest is the red.
Okay. So I can see if the Grand Priest knows more about what's going on. Well, I would have thought going beyond the inner walls would be required if we have what we need now. Though we might not. Though, how long does this entanglement last?
A few more rounds, from what I understand, because there's actual thorns, I believe. Because it was very much similar to Entangle. 1 minute per round if it goes by just general Entangle, because I think it also does damage, from what I recall.
So, I tried Lyndon and Cassis. This was
Entanglement with Sarah. Yeah, I just did hold person.
Okay.
And glitter
yes.
And a bunch of other shit.
Yes.
I do believe.
So blue is being held.
Right.
The golem is still blind, kind of thrashing about and is stumbling past into as you're all talking and speaking, it goes through. It looks like it's going to crash into the wall, but you all already know it's the illusory wall and just phases straight through.
Didn't we essentially promise clearing this place out to the people below?
Player honestly does not remember.
No, you came on investigation because of the old crow that had said that there was a great scarab that had promised healing, right. And you decided to just go check it out, and you didn't really have any other plan from what I remember. You just kind of stumbled here and like, oh, wait, what?
Yeah, because we thought the Great Scarab might be affiliated with the temple and the waters that we needed to cure the...
Right. And
the golem turned out to be the Great Scarab. The healing you promised probably being the shroud.
Right. And the shroud is tied with the Heslin deities, basically.
Heslin?
Because the Rat Princess her soul was rumored to be entrapped.
Did you say Heslin?
I said pestilence, for lack of a better term.
Oh, pestilence. A pestilence, yes.
Yeah. So I look over to Len. Can you see if any value continuing onward?
To my understanding, this is what we came for, so yeah, we can boogie.
This is pretty much how games are with me, I think. It's just pretty much like, oh, we came across this. This is nice. Let's go. Which is completely fair. I'm like, well, that's fair.
Let's see if
I
remember correctly, since there's the charlatan, there's that. And if we inform the people below...
Oh, they have seen everything. If you're talking about the tribes and all that, oh, they've been watching.
Okay.
You're like...
Okay, because Kinara doesn't want to leave these people out to dry. He doesn't want to be a con man about this. He'd be like, oh yeah, totally did thanks, bye.
No, with the kind of relationship that you have kind of established with diplomacy and the ensuing kind of revealing that the Great Scarab is kind of a farce, they're not exactly sure exactly what it is, because you haven't spoken to them about it. A few are not as close to have heard your discussion, obviously, should you wish to reveal that. But you are getting a sense of, we've been had.
Okay, so we can inform them we can confirm confirm their suspicions and leave it to them then whether they want to clear out this place to make it their
Oh,
own. Either way.
It wasn't that they didn't want a home. It's well, each one wanted different things. It's
Yes, guarding and then survival, basically.
yeah, one was wanting a divine blessing to, well, wanting basically a war god's divine blessing to take a thing, and the other was wanting just divine protection from the curse, essentially.
Which, yeah, okay, they can't really get protection as we get from this thing. Okay, okay. That being said, I say we label this as a optional secondary, and perhaps see what other rumors we can pick up back in the. I hesitate to call it a city. The
town.
The town.
Well, let's call it a town.
Well, he's more thinking it's like, yeah, great walls, but there's so much squalor going on. They doesn't want to dignify it by calling it a city.
Oh no, perfectly understandable.
The squalor that is outside. Okay. That being said, I guess we will extract ourselves and leave the charlatan to his fate, or their fates, rather.
Ooh. Okay. Okay.
Is there something that the player is missing that the character would know at this point?
No, nothing.
Because as far as we're both aware, we have one person lying to people and essentially claiming not necessarily godhood, but at least like some sort of high priest acolyte status.
Oh no, that is perfectly fine. Because just as a reminder, last week, because I'm giving you behind scenes because of all this shenanigans and tomfoolery, you guys have technically skipped to chapter 2 because of your decision to check out Blood Rock Canyon.
Okay.
So,
cool.
I'm just giving you that insight because, but story-wise, this makes sense, and you are not missing anything as a player or a character.
Okay, well, it's more. It's like I'm trying to make sure my in-character rationalization is plausible. So.
Oh yes, you have, unless you wish to interrogate the charlatan or anything else like that, there is no other reason to it. Though, admittedly, it could be strange of why the priest started attacking the charlatan immediately as soon as the charlatan seemed to recognize you somehow.
He's held, right? Does that root him to the ground, or it paralyzes his body?
Paralyzed.
Paralyzation. Cannot talk at all.
We could take it. If anything, he was in the city walls. If there's anything in the city walls that pertain to what's going on, we could find out from him.
If you'd like.
Who's gonna carry him?
That is a very good question.
You don't have like a large basket or some hay that we could wrap around him, because it'd be kind of odd. Just being, oh, here we go. Don't mind me. Is he bound? Like, aside from the holding spell, is he bound?
No, you're not.
He is not.
What was that, Greg?
No, he is not.
Okay. Then I, with my manacles, because I have those, will manacle him.
Just his arms? Or just his hands?
I have enough for... Oh,
it's the blue one.
The blue one? Okay, I'll... I thought the red one was the priest.
Yeah, the red one is the priest.
Yeah.
The blue is the charlatan.
Right, I was talking about the priest, because the priest was the one that attacked the charlatan, and the priest is also a person that was in the inner wall. as I recall. Yep.
Getting a closer look at this one.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, didn't the townsfolk basically mention that the bigwigs, including the Grand Priest, was in the wall, and then the Grand Priest just like dipped?
Well, no, it was just that last anyone saw him, he was going to the inner wall.
Okay.
You're not sure if it's this exact priest.
Okay. So this is
a priest. Yes.
Okay.
It is a priest, not the high priest.
Okay, gotcha.
Apologies if that's what I showed.
Okay. In that case, then yeah. Charlatan, then, because he was actually handling this. There might be a bit more info. I have 3 pairs of manacles. I will manacle his arms and legs.
Cool. He is human. He has no other arms or limbs. It's just
how unfortunate for him. Him, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. How unfortunate for him.
You only his eyes are moving, and he seems just beyond confused and terrified. Like, what the hell?
Don't worry, I'm not gonna hurt you. Unless you're too sassy, then I might hit you a little bit. Okay. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna pick him up. We have nothing to really. We can't really hide this shit.
No one's gonna bother you about it. As far as anyone else is concerned, you're damn martyrs. Well, not martyrs, but you're saints. For all they care.
What do I need to make, like a strength check to pick him up or something like that?
Yeah, because that is basically a dead body that you're picking up.
Yeah, all kinds of dead weight.
Dead weight.
It is not a 1, nor is it a 2. My total is a 9.
You kind of like... You kind of get him off the ground, but you won't be able to hold him for long. You can kind of figure that out.
Okay, I'll leave it where it's kind of brushing itself off. Leg, arms, muscles.
As you're doing this, the priest calls out,
"And where do you think you're taking that traitor?" Coward.
Somewhere to talk to. Though, if you're feeling particularly talkative yourself, what is your conflict with this traitor? What makes him a traitor to you?
A fool playing at a true higher game. He is merely a pawn.
Pawn of whom?
A pawn. A pawn. Ha! That's not even the right word for it. He knows no. The fool doesn't even know the game he plays at.
He's human, that's not surprising.
Human has nothing to do with it. The stupid idiot. And I assure you, whatever affiliation you have with him, we will hunt you down to the ends of the earth.
My affiliation to him is the same as with you.
Oh, then let me. If you, all right then. Who do you serve?
We serve the Firebrands, seeking out knowledge. In this case, a cure to dust.
As soon as you say the knowledge, he is like,
petty mortals. Stupid weaklings. You are not You are not our allies.
Who are you?
You will find.
I have to check the particular rules for this because I don't know.
Check who the fuck I am.
I was like,
No,
wow,
I know who he is. It's just I have to check.
You seem to be an angry person. Who are you?
Oh no, he's a. That's just the voice. Oh yeah, he is a bit angry. Those that fail. All right. The mask kind of cloth kind of as he's being as he stops thrashing and the entanglement kind of just keeps him in place. The face falls to show a half orc with many scars and tattoos of religion check, please.
Oh yeah. The 19.
You're pretty sure those are tattoos of... does he specifically go for that? Yes, I'm gonna say it. Specifically of one of Lamashtu, the mother of monsters.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, cool, yeah.
And another one in a mark of essentially of a jackal. I'm just going with it.
I am Jambre Olator, and you will fall to the Jackal Prince soon enough.
And with that, unless it doesn't allow it, he casts a spell and disappears.
Well, depending on the spell and the meta magic, it's possible. I'll give you what takes out somatic components. You could probably totally do that. Which, you don't have to tell
he actually
me
ignores somatic. He actually has a feat to ignore somatic components.
That is awesome. Well, it's also
So,
he's
dimension
an orc,
door.
so it's okay. Like,
Half orc. He is half orc.
Yeah, the other half doesn't matter. So.
But yes, dimension doors. The other three who were seemingly companions, like, kind of look at each other, they're like, kind of kick and scowl like.
So, still taking the charlatan. He might have some info too. The guy did say traitor. So they'll clap his hands together, and then remember how hard the guy was to lift. You want to get his legs? I'm sure we're going to see the other guy again.
I can try, sure.
Okay, between the both of you, you're able to. One of the tribesmen kind of stops you midway. He's like, "What happened?"
What is going on?
The one bequeathing the immunities, bestowing the immunities is a bequeathing. Bestowing the immunities, wasn't exactly truthful. I was able to look at the implements that he was using, and it would only temporarily remove the affliction. It is no cure. It's a false hope.
The tribal looks at you, looks back into the others. The other, some probably almost 15 plus other tribals who came here hoping for a god.
Should I roll diplomacy?
Probably a good idea, because you just told them their entire religion is wrong.
Oh no, they're not mad at you. And they are all casting their looks up to the steps, where they clearly saw the golem go through a illusory door.
Now, that is not to say there is nothing divine about this place. We've only been to the entrance. But yeah, it's like, do I need to roll any diplomacy or anything for that?
That is up to you if you are trying to talk them down of basically going in there and killing anyone they find. If you're trying to talk them down.
Well, from what little we were able to encounter, it really kind of felt like a more of a dungeon-y type thing versus a home.
Well, it may not be a home, but that is still, people are inside there and tricked them, and one of them, and as said, we even said so themselves, they are both so stubborn that they weren't wanting to talk to each other about things, and then they found out all that reason for stubbornness was basically useless.
Okay, I will roll diplomacy to try to
basically say it's not worth it.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, man, it's not worth it. It's not worth your time.
Is that a... Yes, that is. Nat 20, total 32.
Whoo! Like, you see some of them start pulling out weapons and notching arrows, but you're able to talk them down into essentially saying, this isn't that, as you say, this isn't necessarily a bad hope. This place is still hypothetically divine. There's still hope.
Right.
For the Scorpion folk, they take a sigh. The leader, Sakartago, sighs and speaks that if should you be anywhere near where they are, you will be welcome guests, and she and her 5 other other 7 warriors begin packing up their things. The Storm Brides are much more hesitant to leave. Because as said, they found out, because supposedly they believe the Great Scarab is, that they are convinced that they're doomed without the Great Scarab's aid. Oh, doomed to fall to the Feast of Dust.
Or if they want to stay, I'm not going to stop them from staying.
You're still able to convince them to step down, but they're very crestfallen. They're trying to figure out what to do now, essentially.
With that, while they're trying to figure out amongst themselves exactly what to do, I guess we're gonna take this guy off the premises. Let's see, and I take it your paralysis is gonna last a few minutes?
Mm-hmm.
You can actually just spell it, essentially, since you are the caster.
If we want to.
I don't think we should at the moment until we're in a position that we want to be in. I mean, he's restrained at the moment, even beyond that of the spell.
I said this is completely up to you. I'm just giving options.
It took us a bit to get here, so I think find a good campsite outside of the tribes in the desert, and then we can talk to the guy.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. You can essentially find your old campsite you used the previous few days ago. Find that, and by the time he would, or you find something similar to it, and slowly you see his muscles slowly returning to small movement. And the eternal gasp he was having slowly closes his mouth and holds his hands up in pleading. He says nothing. He says nothing immediately.
Kinara will look at the guy. So, what group did you backstab? I'm not gonna kill you. You're chained up.
I do not know. You see him try to come up with words, but he can see that essentially his jig is up. I do not know who they were. They came to my... I had found this... let me make sure I'm getting my information right first. Yes. I had found the shawl in the library of the man back in Whitewater, named Saeed Aban. He was a collector of sorts. He had many trinkets and books, and took great pride in keeping them safe and well maintained, even in the midst of that shantytown. Have you been?
We've been to what's trying to be a town anyway.
Exactly my point. But the man keeps his shop clean as can be. It is arguably one of the best buildings of the entire shanty, in the entire shantytown. But I was curious if he had anything more substantial, for I had heard rumors that he had connections to previous groups of the like, but they were never confirmed, so I took it upon myself to... He kind of looks back and forth. I stole it. I saw the shawl, and
there was a note. There was some words printed next to it, talking of the Feast of Dust and of a rat princess, but I thought it was nothing. I had myself the Feast of Dust, at least a minor version of it, and when I touched it, it was gone.
And you said this was in Sahid's library?
Well, it was. It is now in your possession, obviously.
Yes.
But yes, supposedly he belonged to someone, but to some other group. Which ones, I don't know. Some old group or something like that. I did see one sigil, though, that was very peculiar. It looked like a tower with an eye on it.
Is there some check I can make for that?
Intelligence. Intelligence or wisdom to basically recall information.
1 second. I'll go for that one. 10.
It's relatively easy because you also have it on your goblet. It is the symbol of the Sentinels Hamarahas. It is with a scimitar in the background and a watchtower with an eye over it.
And you say you saw this symbol, like, was it on Sahid or in Sahid's library?
In Sahid's library.
Okay. Would it be safe to presume that we were making a stew or something as a part of the encampment?
Sure.
I'll get the human a bowl. He's earned it. He's actually being helpful.
He kind of cautiously takes it, looks at it, smells it, tastes it. And then he's like, "So you do not know of the show? Or something?"
We didn't know the shawl specifically.
Are you not with the Sentinels? Or I think that's who they were. Because I had done some minor research after I left, and supposedly that's who they are, but they're all gone. Or so I thought.
These Sentinels, they have, or at least are associated with, what's needed to stop this entire plague and thwart this, well, doomsday cult that seems to be popping up.
Which, speaking of, that might explain who Jambre was. I had no idea. Getting to your question, I do not know who they were. They came and offered protection and help. They even showed, and they seemed so jovial and easy to help with it. But then, well, you saw what happened at the entrance.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to either collect or to stop the use of these things. Considering the shawl can bestow as well as at least temporarily take away, I imagine that if they get all these items, they could possibly intensify whatever's going on.
So what is this Jackal Prince? I never heard of him.
The Jekyll Prince was a part of a small cadre a long time ago that spread, from what I can recall, essentially essentially chaos. I don't recall if they were actually deities or just delusional. I believe they're more delusional than anything else. They're incredibly powerful people. But at some point they were felled and possibly, if the rumors are correct, sealed away somehow.
Well, if it's any guess, I would suggest you speak to Saeed. He had the shawl and he had the sigil. I do not think it would be too far to say he knew something about them. He was a quiet man and seemed to just keep to himself.
Gennaro will take a drink from his flask and then look back to Len with a gesture as if to ask if he has any questions.
I think Tristan wasn't really paying attention. No.
Okay. Well, thank you for the information.
So, what is to become of me? I do not imagine I will get free.
Well, you were trying to swindle people, essentially.
Who isn't? But if it's any... But I guess you are adventurers, no? Yes?
Yeah, you'd be right.
Well, if you go back to that cave, unless they took it all, there is a treasure hoard of all the donations I had acquired. All yours.
That's
Should
tempting,
they still
but-
be there?
That's tempting, but we have a plague to stop right now.
I merely offer it.
Oh, look at this guy. Does he seem to have any... Does he seem to have any ailments on him, or maybe any lasting wounds?
Besides the cut that was given to him by Chambre, no.
Very good. Yep. As for your fate, let's see, looking at what is. I presume he was disarmed when we were setting up camp.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me take a gander at my spells right quick. Maybe that is a fun spell, actually. Okay. Okay, nothing I can immediately. So I don't think this guy should get away scot-free, which is essentially what we'd be doing. But the town is essentially lawless.
It is rule of strongest out here. Or the most clever.
Actually, I will look at this guy. So, were you always a charlatan, or do you have any other skill sets?
I am a sorcerer. I do have some magical ability. Oh, it's no. Yes. It is mostly sorceries of charlatan nature. I was desperate, came out here with a caravan, and things weren't going well in my home village, and I decided to leave.
Ah, so you're what? What are you looking for? Wealth? Something to
Yes,
do, or
wealth,
specifically
wealth, wealth. If I'm going to die, I want to die rich.
What would you say would be, outside of the kingdoms, the richest institution around? The best
Institution, you see. Those are large ones. The richest?
Yeah.
Are we including everybody?
Just let Greg know kind of what I'm kind of trying to angle for. Considering his desperate situation and everything, I'm wondering if I could get him involved in the shrine, since churches can become rather rich and powerful institutions.
This is true, however, the only shrine that you know of is back in Dimiyen, and, well, it's Dimiyen.
I was referring to my shrine in Veneno.
To be fair, that is not local.
No, it's not.
Okay. But as he thinks about it, most, if you're talking about everyone around here, well, technically that's the Golden Claws, and, well, I don't want to be a slave, thank you very much. Especially since I'm human, yes, I do not want to go to the Golden Claws. No. There is no profit there at all.
Well.
And the Pathfinder Society does free will occasionally. You cannot get rich off goodwill alone.
True. Then I have two thoughts for you. One, David needs to look at the name. No, not that place. Not that place. Near Balforum, pretty much within the influence of Balforum, is a library. Balforum itself has great wealth in it. You, with your knowledge of the arcane, I'm sure you could serve the library as not just a custodian of knowledge, but its defender, and maybe have a few side jobs while you're there. Or I am attempting to spread the name of the old god Sekhmet, and as I'm sure you're aware, some of the larger larger faiths in the area do have income in the form of donations. Of course, at that point, you're more investing your time but you would be in a relatively safe location. If you consider Veneno relatively safe. I'm sure around here is so much of a threat that you wouldn't just want to be wandering in the sands forever now, would you?
No, it would. It would most likely kill me. Balforum is far, and through the desert, and through all the curses, even more. And you would trust me with your shrine.
Well, you wouldn't be the only one there, and I know people who would make me aware of anything unfortunate.
Veneno is very far from here. Very, very far.
And also, you don't have a key.
He's got you there.
What was the last bit?
And also, you don't have a key.
Oh, please, I'm a charlatan. You think I don't know how to lockpick? That is adorable. What? like you're both trying to give him like, what? I am a deceitful man. I must know lots of things. It is not just rogues who know how to lockpick.
Oh, I believe you. I merely make the offer because desperate people can turn corners in their lives and do great things. I'm merely attempting to afford you the opportunity. As for getting to either Balforum or Veneno, I can give you enough gold to book passage to either place. That being said, though, I'm sure you could find it. I haven't exactly told you exactly where my shrine is, so you'd have to stay in Veneno for a little bit if you choose that. Balforum, as you mentioned, is closer, though across the perilous desert.
And plus the tribes are getting together for their little shenanigans. Yes, I think your Veneno option is appearing more and more tempting and much more safe. He gives a toothy grin, showing kind of yellowish teeth and kind of not well taken care of teeth.
I need to look this up. Greg, are you aware if there's any kind of like lesser geese, something that could enforce this agreement?
Yes. The geese.
Yeah.
There is indeed. However, let's see. It's a 6th level cleric spell.
Ah! Well, that's okay. I don't need magic to do this.
You can swear an oath by the gods, which can, depending on the god, have some power.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna check my inventory real quick because I might be thinking of a different person. Do I have it? No, don't need that. Oh, come on now. I thought I had that. Is it something else? Is it somewhere else? Yeah, nope, 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 big nope. Okay, I need to double check what this is real quick. I apologize for the delay, because I need to make sure that. Oh, okay, that's actually kind of fun. Okay. I'm not sure those things. No. Freaking A. Let me just do a search for this. Okay, I have this thing in my inventory called like Ink Fire, but what I was thinking about doing is, in addition to having him swear in the segment, would be to write a letter and have the letter be like standard writing ink, and then like I was hoping I had invisible ink on me.
What purpose are you trying to go with this?
To make sure that he.
Well, I mean, what exactly is the purpose of the letter?
Oh, well, assuming he's going to Veneno, I'm rather weird Firebrand, so I could surreptitiously leave a message to make sure that he doesn't break any like felony level laws, like kind of request that either he or the shrine is looked after.
Essentially, make sure that since he is technically your guest, and also put in a subtle message of like, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid.
Yeah. So I'm sure he's gonna do small scams and stuff like that, which I don't care about the small stuff. He can do small stuff. I'm sure he can try to, swindle people as a con man. I just don't want him like committing like grand larceny and stuff.
You don't want him doing this shit.
Yeah.
You're fine with small shit. Big shit, no.
Yeah.
Let's see what you're going for. I'll essentially allow you to write in a, like, adventurers can't.
Well, actually, you know what? I do have languages. Could I roll languages to kind of encode the letter?
Oh, you don't even need to roll it. You could just do it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use ink and quill and stuff, and write out a letter. Basically, the overt message is kind of like why he's here, in terms of like he's there at my request. And I've already went over the subtle message to you.
Yeah.
Are you against swearing in the name of I don't want to say segment of old. That sounds really.
Yeah, that sounds kind of Cthulhu.
Yeah, the segment, the opener of ways, since that is one of her titles.
Roll diplomacy real quick, or
Keels.
diplomacy. Yeah.
Keels. Huh, this D20 is being really weird. It was doing good earlier. 16.
He looks at it. Sighs heavily. What the choice do I have?
Not much.
Exactly. I will swear you both. And to press for time, he swears the oath, and there is a shimmer of divinity you actually do feel a little bit of it because you are closer to the Assyrian deserts, and that's where kind of her domain is. It's like, hey, I'm watching you.
I think the character had a better idea of this than me. What kind of money? How much gold would be required for, like, relatively safe passage?
If you really want to go for it, 12, 20 gold. That will get him a lot of places. Like, that will get him to Veneno perfectly fine. He can afford some guard, first coach if he really wants to. But like, don't forget it. Like, 10 gold is like a week-long stay in a 5-star hotel, essentially.
Okay, so this is including lodging after he gets there.
Exactly.
Okay. In which case, I will. You know what? I will actually give him a little bit extra. I'll give him 25.
Okay. So after that, do you want to shackle him now, or?
No, I will wait until the morning.
That's fine. Understandable.
Because at that point, there is absolutely no risk of him splitting with the gold or...
Yeah. You're fine. You're fine. Just
stuff.
making sure. You're fine. So morning comes. You can release him now or at Demien. But by the sound of it, you all are returning to Demien, yes?
Yep.
Okay, because I want to speed this along a little bit. Yeah. You return to Demien. Again after half a day travel. And not much has changed. Let's go. Do I have Demien? Yes, I do. Is there an actual map of Demien? No, there is not. Of course not. Oh, here we do. But yes, what would you like to do?
I suppose first we should start by refreshing our intel.
Yeah.
And we can give the shroud to Captain Suicide to temporarily allay the affliction so he doesn't off himself.
Good call.
So you may definitely make sure he's aware it's a temporary solution, but it will help until we can
They, upon seeing you all, they kind of glare a little, but with news that there's like a temporary thing and seeing that there's kind of a bit of legitimacy to your whole thing, I was like, the captain looks at you all and goes like, I will wait. He will fully wait. That kind of went from to, okay, just this one condition to, okay, I trust you all a little bit more.
Okay, nice. Nice, good.
Which point we can go gather some more intel and set out for the other. There was another site, I believe, or something. Because we had some reason for actually coming out to this town before we found out about the.
Yes, the Demien seem to have been the location of. Supposedly, there was someone of the Sentinel Moraz here. Either an outpost or something like that.
Okay. As an aside, I just looked up the light fire ink that I have. It is. It essentially is. This message will self-destruct. It literally is after the message is read, the ink will, like 10 seconds after the message is read, the ink will, potentially combust within about a minute. Not significant enough to ignite anything but the paper.
It's the Mission Impossible frame.
Yeah. Also, apparently, alchemy is used to make invisible ink. It's good to know.
I buy it.
Question mark?
Yeah, it still doesn't make it as great as magic.
That's true, though the superior invisible ink is keyed to either 2 rare triggers or 1 unique trigger, such as the blood of a specific person.
Fascinating. Still points for magic, though.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Magic still beats out.
But yeah, I just said that. I was like, oh, cool, more alchemy stuff you can do.
Okay, I know it doesn't cost that much.
Well.
Item on eBay. It was like, yeah, it went down in price. It's now only $10. $15 shipping. It's like, I know it's not that heavy.
Okay.
So wonderful.
So let's see. Thank you for remembering. Well, I remembered Mr. Suicide as well. I just didn't think to do the rope thing. Good thought. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, you can just keep using that because it's once a day, right? Yeah, you can just keep using that. I mean, it does.
Do you want him to have that?
No, I figured
Is that what you're trying to say?
I figured we'd hang on to it, but I figured we'd use it on him once just to prove that he has a chance. And...
Yeah. Okay. Good point. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like we use it on him to get him to not commit suicide and go, okay, see, there's hope. We need this to complete the quest, but hope.
I may be a racist ass, but good is also a part of my alignment.
I mean, hell, you went progressive as hell. You hired a human for your shrine. Progress.
Oh shit.
Like you think about that mid-walk, you're like, shit.
Okay.
Unconsciously making progress.
I'll take another drink. He gets one. He's useful. He's totally useful for my cause. That is my rationale. It is a totally selfish reasoning. That is what I'm telling myself.
It was selfish reasons. It was for my goddess.
Okay, so we need to see if there's a fresh round of intel for the missing priest, because the missing priest is the guy tied to the order of, shit that we need.
Yeah.
No, actually.
Also.
Oh no, that's different.
What? I thought the great priest, the grand priest.
No, it was just said that that was just part of a sorry. It was just.
That's something else that's happening. Okay.
Yes, it's just something that has been happening.
Okay, so yeah, I guess go make your diplomacy checks to ask around. I will provide assistance.
Heals.
All right.
I can do it because but I can roll items to assist. Yeah, I barely assist.
Okay, I believe assistance bonus is +2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Unless you nat 20 or something like that, and I'm like, hey, +4, or roll twice, take better. I don't know.
I did not nat 20. I didn't even come close.
Okay, 26.
Plus assist.
That's including the assist bonus.
Okay, 26.
And your gloves of assisting can assist me.
They can only assist me.
Okay.
However, no, it doesn't work. It only works in combat. I learned a new spell that provides assistance bonuses, but it only works in combat. So.
Okay.
I have Sierra cast the animated Star Trek life support belt on you now. Would that help?
No, thank you.
You sure? It's a really awesome spell, actually.
I'm afraid that the animators will forget to animate around me and I'll die.
Ooh, okay. Let's see. You had rolled that. Nice. You actually do find out quite a bit of information. Rumors follow thusly. Everyone knows Saeed runs some secret cult out of the fabled and forgotten bookstore. His boy told everyone so before he ran off. If Saeed's not the cause of these jackals, he at least knows who is. He's smart to keep out of sight, because I'll string him from the rafters if it means protecting my children from this curse. Or maybe I'll tie him down and the jackals pull him apart. A rather angry peasant. One who's more paranoid. I hear there's a holy man out of Bloodrise Rock with the power to cure the curse. Samir set out to meet him just 2 days ago when little Galana fell ill. You all saw that one. And finally, I hear no one's safe from the plague. Even some of the White Waters are falling from it. The White Waters being the quote-unquote noble family of
It
Dominion.
was like White Walkers for a minute.
Yeah,
It's like, oh god, zombies!
That's what I was thinking. I was like, damn, zombies are starved already. This shit kills them.
Nah. Though it does turn them into undead. But I will let you two discuss that. I will be back momentarily. Sorry for the great lull and things. We will get back to it. Catch you in a bit.
Yeah. So yeah, it pretty much sounds like the Sahih with the library is kind of the way to go. It's almost like the where's the retired captain?